Let's get on it. She's cooked. Frogan is literally about to default. She has like 5 days to respond. Chat, for those that don't know, subpoenas are a massive deal. I don't know if he'll elaborate on it, but it's a big deal.
Hey, what's up, guys? Up here.
Let's watch
so
it.
today we'll be once again checking in on the Ethan Klein copyright infringement lawsuits he filed against Frogan, Denims, and Kaceytron. We're going to be looking at some very bad updates for them regarding their lawsuits, but we're also going to be looking at their dear leader, who's also struggling right now, and that's, of course, Hasan Piker, who is seething at the moment because he is losing the narrative in some spaces on the internet, and he's very, very upset about that. But let's start with the lawsuits, and let's start with Frogan. Frogan, ladies and gentlemen, is absolutely cooked. She is fried at this point. She is in the worst spot of all three right now. And I made the mistake of looking at her behavior online during the first month of this lawsuit's filing, and I thought to myself, she's doing good because she's not talking about it, right? I thought, oh, she's lawyered up. They said, hey, don't talk about this, and she's preparing. Couldn't be further from the truth. Absolute L. I got it completely wrong. She's just trying to bury her head in the sand and wait for this thing to go away. And guess what? It's not going away. She has been served, even though it had to go through the court in a substitute fashion because she was not found at her home the 4 times they tried to serve her.
Oh my god. Wait, do you guys understand what that means? If she got served 4 times at her home, which is like when you legally bring the papers to them so that you know you got the papers to them. I don't know how it is in other countries, but in America and in most Western countries, you have to physically serve the paper so you know it got to their hands. It must mean that she was dodging or pretending that she wasn't at home or like hiding in another place.
But yeah, she's in a very bad place, and Ethan has made it clear that she is in huge trouble. So he said this: Frogan is literally about to default early next week. What has she done with the $50,000 she raised? We have not heard from her or her attorney at all.
This is
she
scary.
has like
That's
5 days to respond.
What did she do with all that money that she raised? She raised like what, $100,000? I know that, like, you know, it's expensive, but took the money and ran. I don't know. It sounds kind of stupid. At least you should try and fight it.
Complain or she loses by
defaulting. Basically means concede. Yes, correct. Yes, if you default. So basically, maybe you can file a court case against anyone, especially if it's warranted, like in this case. For example, YouTube has a copyright strike system where if someone copyright strikes you, you are allowed to counter strike them and say, or counter sue them and say, if you don't respond in 10 days, then the default goes back to the person that got copyright struck because they didn't respond to you. It's the same thing.
Default. Now, I'm recording this like a day later, so she has about
summary
4
judgment,
days
default
left
judgment,
to
correct.
do something, right? And it seems like she doesn't have an attorney, and she might lose by default. Ethan Klein might get a default judgment on this, which basically means the court's going to give him what he's asking for, and it'll be a nightmare for Frogan. Now, of course, you can challenge the default judgment. If Frogan wakes up finally and does something and says, hey, that default judgment, I don't agree with it, she's got to come up with a valid excuse as to why she didn't respond. And clearly, she doesn't have one. She is aware of this lawsuit, obviously, and unless she has some like major health concern going on behind the scenes that we don't know about, she has no excuse. And that's part of how she would defeat this default judgment.
Remember what I said, when people run away from their problems, they bury their head in the sand and just say, if I can't see it, it's not happening. With the Labubus, remember that chick that bought $700 worth of Labubus? And then she's like, I didn't know I was in debt. Like, it's the same deal here. It's like, I don't want to deal with it.
And as Legal Mindset will explain,
smart move,
even if she successfully challenges the default judgment, that doesn't mean she wins the case and it goes away. It just means that they're starting over again at square one.
Is even if Frogie objects to the default, and even if the judge grants her motion, if everything goes the same way, you know what the end result is? You know what the end result is? It's not the case being dropped, kids.
Ooh.
It's the case proceeding as normal.
Ooh.
So if Frogan goes through all this extra work, all she's going to do is have the case proceed as normal. Literally, somebody in the chat said it. Who said it here? Square one. It's back at square one. Congratulations, Frogan.
You played yourself.
You literally did nothing.
You played yourself.
You do all this work for freaking nothing. Wow, Queen. Wow. So smart. Oh my God. Oh my gosh. Sigma.
Yeah, I would never want to trade places with...
Wait, did you just say Sigma? My brain just say... Alana, you still have the tinfoil? It's fine. It's fine. Keep the tinfoil. It's funny.
Frogan,
Very
she
Sigma.
is absolutely
I'm a Sigma
cooked.
male.
At this point, she hasn't done anything to give the indication that she's going to challenge this lawsuit in any sort of a meaningful way. She's burying her head in the sand, hoping this will all just go away. But this is real life, and what she did has real consequences, and this stuff is not just going to go away because she ignores it. In fact, things are getting worse and worse. Now, I want to clarify something. I must have
Oh, she's only gotten 35K out of 200? Oh.
confused this with other
that's not good.
funding websites, but it appears that with GoFundMe, if she doesn't raise the $200,000 goal that she set, she doesn't raise all that money, it's not refunded. The amount.
Oh, I thought you get the money as you go along.
That's been donated does not get automatically refunded. She'll keep the $35,000 or so.
Oh, you don't get refunded. Wait. I'm misunderstanding. Oh, no. You don't get refunded if you don't meet the goal, if you donated to her. So she can just run with the money.
So she's raised.
Uh-oh.
But the reason I bring that up is there are some circumstances where people will be refunded based on their donation. And you can see it's in times of rare cases where something isn't right. Basically,
yeah, like not using it for what you intended. Hello?
Scams,
Use
stuff like
it!
that.
For the...
Is this not a scam? When you think about it, right? This was a GoFundMe for her legal defense fund. And right now...
Yeah, she's defaulting on it, allegedly.
We have no indication that she even hired an attorney at this point. Where is the money even going? And wouldn't she have some sort of a responsibility to, I don't know, keep her donators in the loop as to what's going on with the legal defense fund that they are crowdsourcing for her? Like, wouldn't she give any sort of updates to these people who are donating so much money to her? Clearly nothing's going on, and if she's not actually spending this on a legal defense, then what is this whole GoFundMe about? Doesn't that seem like she's misusing the money that she's been given? It's not going towards the intended purpose of this legal defense fund?
No.
Very weird stuff. And if you look around at the sort of donations here, number one, she's got Oilers apparently at $10,000.
Oh, you underestimate how much people hate Ethan Klein. Like, as an active ace, I don't think you can say anything, can you? Well, the fact that they've openly stated that she is close to defaulting on it. Again, I'm saying this all allegedly. If a lawyer is commenting on it, I'm sure it's fine, right? For me to say, well, it's not looking too hot for Miss Frogan, right? If she doesn't respond in 5 days, she's kind of cooked. And this is 4 days now because this was posted yesterday.
One person donated 10 grand.
She better give back that money if she's not gonna actually like go forward with it and get a lawyer. Because at the very least, at least get someone, right?
That's almost a third of her total crowdfunding so far. And I look at the newest. Now, I don't know if this is including every single donation she's getting, but if this is real, if this is the last 4 donations Over the past week,
That's not good.
she has raised, let's see,
Ooh.
$75. She has raised $75 in 7 days with a $200,000 goal. I know I joke about it a lot, but I am pretty sure we raise more in super thanks on this channel making fun of the GoFundMe than she actually gets for the GoFundMe. It's kind of crazy. And if you want,
Again, I have to say that it was a very smart move that Ethan basically spread out his attack on a bunch of people. Because that means that you can't really rally behind one person. They have to spread all their donations out.
help out with the super thanks in the comment section, you know,
Yeah.
it goes towards a good cause. Cause I like money. I will give you the guarantee that
I
every
like
single
money.
super thank,
At least he's honest.
that
He's not guising it under, a donation box.
money will go directly into my pocket, and that's where it's gonna stay. That's right. But anyways, let's continue on to Denims. Okay, Denims is an interesting case this time because we don't really have anything to say directly about her. In the last episode of Dragon Ball where we talked about Denims, she kind of made the focus on other people, and I'll explain that again in just a second. But her fundraising campaign, not going well either. She's been stuck at the same number pretty much for a month now. Nothing too surprising there, but give her credit. She's actually lawyered up, and it seems like she's actually
Big W.
making some effort here and trying to steer the ship in some sort of a direction, unlike Frogan, right? And last time we talked about this, where Denims and Ethan's lawyers agreed upon a subpoena that is targeting certain H3 snark mods and also some...
I can't believe just straight up just... No, actually, I can't believe it. She's throwing them all under the bus, essentially, chat.
related Discord mods, and...
Like, imagine, I mean, I can't really imagine because I wouldn't be so stupid as to do this, but I had a Reddit dedicated to shitting all over someone. I had a bunch of mods that I picked out personally and said, you guys have to do this. They do a bunch of bad shit, and then when push comes to shove, I throw them under the bus and say, yeah, look at those guys. It's a good deal, right? Like, just throw them under the bus so I don't get any flack. No accountability, absolutely not. Frick you, get out of here.
Both parties not only agreed on this, they said it should be expedited, meaning it should happen as soon as possible. And here's the update. He got it. As reported by Ethan in the latest H3 podcast, the judge in his lawsuit approved the subpoena of Reddit and Discord, which is very bad news for those people, right? They're going to be unmasked.
Not good.
That's what it means. They're going to get some of their communications. They're also going to probably get the identities of these individuals who have been harassing and slandering Ethan and
People were telling me that the subpoenas wouldn't fucking work.
his family. It's not good news for them.
But then also, because some of your cohorts leaked your Discord messages to us, we have some of your Discord IDs, and guess what? We're gonna if anyone's gonna have your real identity, it's gonna be right there. We're gonna have all your messages.
Discord.
And listen, don't try to erase them. If you erase them now, it's not gonna look good.
Yeah. It doesn't matter because they can always get it from the actual Discord logs. Yeah, as much as I hate Discord and, for what it is and how it doesn't take care of its users and it abuses a lot of systems and there's a lot of problems with it, you can't really hide from that shit. Discord would literally pull it from their servers.
And you should know that I'll still get them even if you erase them.
And it makes you look like a criminal, too.
The company...
Just stand by it. If you're gonna be like, saying horrible shit about someone, at least stand by it.
He's told.
Yeah,
You
they don't
coward.
really delete that stuff.
Yeah, and that, and so I'm getting it, So you can erase, you can run, you can crack.
Just don't use Discord, that's the lesson. Buddy, you do realize that your text messages and everything else is also logged. Like, what are you gonna do? Unless you are literally not engaging in any technology, even the mail to some extent. Honestly, actually, if you use pigeon mail, like snail mail, it doesn't matter. People will still know what you're saying.
You can piss, you can bitch, but I'm coming. And you're about to find out when you fuck what happens when you fuck a stranger in the ass.
There it is.
Yeah, if you're a filthy H3 snark mod, you are sweating in your
Snark.
mom's basement right now. You are shaken because this is not going to end well. And also, Ethan has pulled any clemency, okay? He has made several attempts to either take it easy on some of the people or maybe even work.
Clemency is the word used for, like, showing remorse. I'm surprised. Genuinely. I would have gotten all in, but...
with them if they actually had any sort of intention to apologize or right the
your fan?
wrongs
No,
or
it's my
not be
fidget spinner,
I don't know,
sorry.
terrible people. But it's over. He says it's over. There's no more leniency, no more clemency will be granted. All of those offers have expired. It basically is what it is at this point for the people who have now been the subject of these subpoenas. But now let's move on to the final person in this little jigsaw puzzle here, Kaceytron. Yeah, Kaceytron, you know, she's trying. You know, bless her heart. She is actually trying.
And by trying, she means subtweeting Asmongold.
She's streaming pretty consistently. She is shilling the GoFundMe as much as possible.
Clemency means showing mercy, not remorse. Oh, leniency, yeah. That's... Hold on, let me look it up, actually. Just so, for the record, for my non-English speaking viewers. Leniency... leniency, the fact or quality of being more merciful, tolerant than expected, i.e. clemency, and clemency means mercy or lenience, an appeal for clemency. Okay, either or. I guess it works either way.
Including this special announcement that was posted yesterday saying, it's time for Colts... I'm not reading...
What the hell is Colt Coochie?
...that my 24/7 summer marathon this year, all ad revenue from my stream will go towards my GoFundMe, and of course that's towards the legal defense.
But why wouldn't you do the opposite? Ad revenue kind of sucks on Twitch, low-key. You're not gonna get much out of it, huh?
And this is the image.
Aww.
Okay. Well,
okay, yeah.
Hopefully it works for her because...
Dude, this shit kills me every time. This is the best picture out of all of them.
She's a long ways away.
It's a blasted
She's raised
Ethan.
the most still at 43,000, but she seems to be just stuck there. She hit the 42 mark a month ago, so not much is happening. She's going to need a literal Hail Mary. Some oiler has to come in and just shower her with a gigantic donation or something. It's pretty fried at this point. Well, let's move on to the final person here, their dear leader, Hasan Piker. He's having a bit of a tough week as well, and his strongest soldiers, including his good old friend, this Houthi terrorist that he interviewed, is saying some weird things about Ethan. He said this in a tweet.
What?
Ethan Klein sends me poontang girls to try to seduce me, and then uses it against me with threats, and I'm telling you not to try and do nothing. You're playing with fire.
Totally doesn't sound crazy, right? Yo, Cyber, thank you for 3 months in advance. I appreciate it. I don't get it. What the frick is this supposed to even mean? Who is this guy?
Did bro have a concussion just before typing this or something? What is he even trying to say? Oh, man. The Houthi terrorists are in shambles right now. But also, Hasan Piker went on the NPR podcast YouTube channel, and you can just read the title alone, and you can understand how insane this is. Hasan Piker, a himbo gateway drug to the left.
What? Who titled this YouTube video? What?
A sentient human being. Type that out.
What?
Unironically. And you can see it's going great. 5,000 likes versus 3,000 dislikes. Honestly, for Hasan Piker and his collaboration history, that's probably one of the better like to dislike ratios I have seen. But he's very upset about this. He is actually telling his audience that they have like some sort of a responsibility to go in there and start counter brigading the comment section.
Americans, as a matter of fact, for example, have
comment sections are bullshit self-care. Oh no, they're being heavily brigaded. Which, of course, obviously, it is upon you, chatters, to go fucking seize control over the narrative.
This is so cringe, chat. Oh my god. Oh, I could never imagine, like, doing this. Like, again, there's a difference between watching something on stream and just giving your opinion. Like, again, if someone made a bad video about me, it was something retarded and stupid, I would watch it, but I wouldn't tell my chat to go and harass the guy. It's so cringe. Or, like, the website or whatever. You prove them wrong by disproving what they're doing in the video if you're that confident about it. You don't just say, guys, we need to get all the smugglers into the comments section. Like,
And show support to NPR, which is unfortunately in a dire state and needs the support.
Look, man, everyone wants to control the narrative online,
right?
But there comes a point
it just
where
makes you look bad, even if you genuinely believe that this is bullshit.
the only way you'll ever know peace as a content creator, especially one who gets a lot of people talking about them negatively, is to understand that you can't always control the narrative, and sometimes you just gotta let it go. And the people who don't like you are not going to change their mind. They're not going to change their mind when you tell your community to brigade the comment section. We've seen this happen before. He said the same thing when his Trash Taste episode came out, and immediately was
by the way, I will not forget to reiterate this every time. The guy is vehemently against lollies. Vehemently against lollies. Pro-lolly content creator here on the right. Kinda weird. And then they're supposed to be like friends and stuff, and they do this all the time.
Dislike bombs, and he instructed his audience to go do a counter brigade. How did that work out? Not good at all. In fact, it made things worse. And even, I think it was CDog VA, Connor came out and basically privately talked to Hasan and said, hey, knock it off, because you're going to make this worse. And that's exactly what happened. But the comments section is brutal, to say the least. You probably expected this. This person said, Hasan told people to brigade the
Stop calling him a gamer. That's slander. He hasn't fed us in months.
Comments with a crying, laughing face.
I thought this was a smuggler comment or something. I thought that was you guys.
My Gucci-wearing, Porsche-driving, multi-million-dollar home-owning socialist king. Stop calling him a gamer. That's slander. He hasn't fed us in a month.
It's one of you
bro
guys,
promotes terrorist propaganda on the regular. Bro needs to be on a watch list. So how much did this set back Hasan's PR budget? Now, this is something that Ethan raised, saying, Hasan, it doesn't matter how many puff pieces you buy. You will never outrun your own reputation. A Nepo baby, terrorist-loving, America-hating, tanky, degenerate, and womanizing creep. He for sure spent at least $20,000 a month on PR based on my experience. Yeah, that would explain.
How do you spend money on PR? I'm not saying that it's not true. I don't know what the source is. How do you spend money on PR? What's a tanky? A communist. It's a derogatory term for a communist. Force positive comment PR agencies? You pay for articles? Really? You could do that? What the frick? Oh, wait. Yeah, journalists.
All the random, shameless puff pieces he's gotten. I mean, the things they say, the headlines, like the one we just saw, also the one where they said he's
I don't want any.
Basically a progressive in a MAGA body, which is like the
cringe.
funniest self-own I've ever seen in my life. But yeah, this doesn't look good. It would make a lot of sense if he's paying for the stuff. I mean, how else would these people unironically do these things? But
20
when it comes
grand's
to
a lot of money,
Hasan and Ethan, there's been some clips like this going around where he discusses why he wouldn't sue Ethan Klein, basically saying he's fallen into irrelevancy, and that's the worst fate for Ethan, which, you know, this clip we're going to watch totally...
I don't think Ethan cares about irrelevancy because he has been really irrelevant since he stopped doing, you know, he went into the podcast thing with Ethan and Neela. That's when I stopped watching them. Because they stopped doing, like, the funny comedy, the dark comedy skits and making fun of people. Which was what, like 2018? I think they stopped doing that. Yeah, I would say they were pretty irrelevant after that. I wouldn't say they're even fighting for credibility or, like, relevance.
Not projection, by the way.
They're just doing it because they
Does he
can.
address that short clown down again for that guy? No, because his views are dwindling.
Yeah, vape
and
niche,
he's
bro.
losing relevance as he continuously does the same old bullshit over and over again. And while it's incredibly satisfying to fucking rip him a new asshole, the irony is when Sam Cedar and I did that, that was his best month. So there is no reason to do that. That's what he wants desperately. And basically what ended up happening was when he like launched this last Hail Mary lawsuit, he thought everyone was going to weirdly come to his defense. And then basically nobody did. So now he's just like moving in the direction of irrelevance, which is exactly what he fears. He will continuously yell into an increasingly smaller hug box of people, and that's it. That's the best possible thing you can do.
Yeah, I told you. This is projection. Definitely kind of speaking about himself in this clip, but and maybe he's self-aware enough to know what's going on. But anyways.
Look, if you want to make yourself look good, I understand why he's saying it. I just feel like he's lying to himself. Just objectively, I don't like H3's takes, like, a lot of the time. I think that when they started going into politics and, like, again, they started doing interviews with, like, political figures, and I just stopped caring. I was like, I can't watch this shit. I'm unsubscribing. Everyone that used to be friends with H3 stopped talking to them. But this is outrageous. This lawsuit, sending them skulls and, like, harassing his family, I don't think that's okay.
That's gonna do it.
It doesn't matter if he's political or not. I just think it's not okay. Just treating another human being like that.
For this lawsuit update. Pretty much seems like every couple of days something very funny happens. And I think the big thing here is Frogan, right? What's going to happen with Frogan? Are we going to see a default judgment? It's very possible. She has done nothing to help herself out in the situation.
Denims
It's
is
looking
cooked,
really
chat.
bad. It's looking
Legal
really bad
mindset
for all of
said
them,
so.
including the Snark mods and Discord mods who are going to be unmasked pretty soon. But anyways,
Mask
that's going to do this video. As always, feel free to
Mask
share
off.
your thoughts about today's topics in the comment section down below. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see you next time.
Thanks, Rev. That was awesome. Wow. He's probably out of the country. Nah, I don't think so. I don't think so, chat. No. I don't think she's out of the country because she responded, but she didn't say that she was going to go to court, so I don't know.